Everyone, welcome back to the show. Sad dog face. This video is, I haven't even truly crunched out the numbers on this. I may do it, but it's an idea that popped into my head over the weekend, which is right now, you know, humans like to find things to complain about. And right now you have a situation where it's almost the lesser of two evils. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean. Right now, what we have, let's talk about where we came from. We came from a real estate market that was very low interest rates, which meant a lot of people wanted to buy a house because the money was cheap to borrow. Because a lot of people wanted to buy a house, that kept driving the prices up to the point where we are now. Okay? Currently, what we have is the money has gotten more expensive to borrow. Okay? And as, in theory, the interest rates continue to rise, and I think maybe go up to 7%, and the buyer demand begins to cool, then that's what's going to happen. Is it's going to be easier to buy a house because there's going to be less people that are willing to take on a 7% interest rate. So we're dealing with a situation where it's a lesser of two evils. Which would you rather have? Option A, option B. Option A, would you rather have a very low interest rate, which means your monthly cash output may be reduced, at least on the mortgage side of it in terms of the interest rate, but because the money is so cheap to borrow, you're going to have to go drop 50 grand over a listing price in order to get the house under contract and compete with tons of people, and there's no inventory because everything sells immediately. So you can either have cheap money to borrow, but you have to spend more on the actual house in order to get it, while having few options in terms of houses that are available. Or would you take option B, which is you're going to spend more on your monthly payment because the money's more expensive to borrow, but because of that fact, there's less competition, which means there is more inventory, so you have more options in terms of houses to choose from. And instead of having to spend 50 grand over the asking price, maybe you can just offer the asking price. But that asking price costs you more per month because now you're buying it at whatever, currently about 5.5% interest rate instead of 3, which means that the difference in your monthly payment is in the neighborhood of, let's just call it, you know, 500, 600, $700 a month, somewhere in there. So which is it? Because right now, right, there's all this talk of like, oh man, things are shifting and everything. Does that necessarily mean it's worse? Does it mean it's better? I don't know. To me, this is a scenario of, well, both suck. A 3% interest rate is great, but not when it inflates the market so much that you have to spend way above and beyond what something is worth in order to get it. It also sucks to have a 6% interest rate, but you're basically guaranteed that you can go buy a house and not really have to spend anything over the asking price because there's less people who are willing to take on the 6% interest rate. So I don't know what the answer it is. I started kicking it around over the weekend, and I'm like, huh, kind of a fascinating dilemma right now where everyone, you know, it's like gas prices, right? Everyone wants to find something to bitch and complain about. Same with housing. I don't know that where we're entering right now is any better or any worse. I don't know that it actually matters. It might wind up netting out to about, yeah, it's about the same because you're either spending more to borrow the money or you're spending more to get the house. Lesser of two evils. Which one's the correct for you? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't have an answer to this. At the end of the day, guys, what's the point of this video? Nothing. There's no point. These are just thoughts that I have, and our 17 people that will watch this video, I don't know why you tune in to listen to this shit, but you do. So there's that. Over time, it might become more clear which is the correct answer. Right now, there is not. But I'll tell you this. Here is something cool. Here is good news. The video earlier this week, I showed you a different knife. But I'm just kind of selfishly bragging. Or not even bragging. Like just bringing you something that is a nuanced point of my business, the 1911 Syndicate, that is my baby. Which is as a way to show appreciation for our clients and people that use us, whether you're in Utah or any part of the country, we have a knife made for you. Now, if you're like, I hate knives and I love whatever, then okay, cool. Like maybe we'll pivot and not do the knife thing. But this is our new knife for 2022. Very few people have seen these yet. We made 10 of them. I do not make them. A very qualified and very desirable bladesmith named Nate Summers makes these. But this is our 2022 knife. It's a kukri, a relatively compact kukri. And these are really cool. Currently only 10 of them exist. There's three that are left. So 7 of them are gone already, 3 that are left. But these came out really amazing. Each year we do a new knife design for our clients. This one on the handle, we have 2 materials. We have black mesquite, which is the wood component, and this up here is zebra bone, as in zebras from a fucking bone, or bones from a fucking zebra. You guys get where I'm going with it? Brain's still a little foggy, everyone. But these came out really phenomenal. Then we got mosaic pins that we sent through as well. These are really, really cool. Nate was a Forged in Fire champion and has some cool stuff coming down the pipeline as well. But these are cool, you know? This is the kind of stuff where you're like, well, that's kind of neat. That's a lot better than a gift certificate to like fucking Chili's or something like that, which is what most agents do for their people, as if anyone wants to eat at Chili's, although baby back ribs at the same time. So, yeah. But this is the kind of stuff we do for people, because I truly appreciate when people support us, because without that, I got nothing. I got nothing. I can't even afford to bring you this channel if people don't trust us to actually help them with real estate stuff. So, you know, it's just a cool thing, just bringing you a couple things that are personally kind of important to me inside of our real estate business. If you need help, let us know. We've always just 1911syndicate.com. Just message us through that if you ever need help. Otherwise, hope you guys are doing lovely and well, and maybe drop us a comment or a question here and there, because the questions give us things to talk about inside of these videos. Okay, goodbye. See you guys next time.